is out there looking to run over somebody, and the Buffaloes are fired up and ready today. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gamecocks will kick this deep to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Colorado. He will score.
I mean, Chris, we're just getting our headsets on here, and we've already got a touchdown in this game. Great blocking up front, but really just the instincts and the speed by the return man to take that all the way back for a touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after the incompletion on first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive and powerful running into the secondary. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. That's reeled in. It's Warren. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the Gamecocks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And they heave it deep downfield. It's caught inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And they hand it off to the back. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Running with purpose. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs.
Well, the defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Caught over the middle. It's Warren. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Now it's second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it, and he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down for the offense.
And the Gamecocks move into the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 14, South Carolina 7.
They begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina.
And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Looking to chuck it again. And here comes a deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up the third down.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Snags with a quick throw. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards. Now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. They chased him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
And the Buffaloes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Handoff to the back. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. And the Buffaloes come to the line with 1st and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First and goal, handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This one is right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll run it to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Gain moves the ball to the 38, another 1st down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Fires it to the wide out. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Looking for the wide out. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a 1st down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
South Carolina, 14.
And the Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they get him down after the completion. The Gamecocks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Jacobs. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll hand it off. Tackled, but first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
It's a quick grab.
Well, they knew it. We have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Sellers. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. Finding some room at the 25. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it out just short of the end zone there. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
We give all the credit here to the play caller for this touchdown pass. First and goal from the 1 yard line. Everybody expecting run. Instead, you throw it, pays off for a touchdown.
P.A.T. is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
First and 10 play coming up.
Yankee blue. 42.
Ball handed off. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Caught behind the line. It's Russell. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the single back. Finds room at the 30. And the ball to the ground.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
First and 10.
First down here for this offense.
691, gain a squad.
And they'll give it to the back.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Brings up second down.
On the
The
double.
Buffaloes are in the red zone.
Lasso. Lasso. Ready.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. I think the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
The offense will set up on first and 10.
Spire.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Touchdown, Colorado. This offense cannot be stopped.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
No problem with the BAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's got it. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here. Lets it go. With the catch, it's Miller. He's swarmed by the defense.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket, using his legs on the scramble. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 31, South Carolina 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made way down to the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buffs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, not great through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He makes the grab. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense really clicking here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back. He's going to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, with this... They have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Pound 55, ready.
And the back gets the football. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Russell. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On the double.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
But I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board. Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Promising start with the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Gamecocks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Colorado Buffaloes will take over 1st and 10.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Boy, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
Ready, set.
2nd down after that previous play.
Jackrabbit.
Back's got it again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Okay, ready?
Offense gets set up here. It's third down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up. And the Buffaloes bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. Hard running through a tackle. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. To throw, it's Sellers. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm streak that time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And the Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
PAT is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Colorado.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Boy, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.